Let's see, have we got a mole? Hello everyone and welcome back to another personal video today into the channel. Today we are doing an outside video. It's a different outside video than usual. It's not a Canada Goose video, but it is a trapping video. As you can tell from the title, we are mole trapping today. There are molehills right behind me and we don't want them here. So today what you guys are going to be needing is a mole trap. I don't know what the name is, 20W52. That's about all the information I got from it. So this is, I have no idea what this is. I have no idea how to work it. If you guys could comment below. I don't know if it says the name of it anywhere. I'm pretty sure you push down here, but it's so, why is it so tight? I have no idea how this works. I'm actually a bit frazzled with this because it don't make sense. So we're not using that today, but what we are using is this trap. Now I'm gonna put the gloves on because I don't want the moles to know I've been here. So yeah, you're gonna need some gloves. It don't really matter too much, and we're gonna use this trap. I don't know what this one's called either. I said the code of it earlier. I don't know though. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, how you load it basically is you do that. The trigger pops up. Then put it in between. You see that? I don't know how to show it very well. And then you line it in between. You don't have to lock in here. I don't want to hurt myself. Oh, there we go. So how I do it is, I used to think you have to set it in the middle, but what I do instead now is I set it at one far end, preferably the one where you see where the trigger is. You see it? That one there. But yeah, so that is set right now. Pretend the trowel is a little mole, okay? He comes in here. Now, so if you've watched my rat trap set video, this is an instant kill. So yeah. We won't be catching birds here because it's underground, so it should be safe. I've never caught a bird. I've only caught mud and moles. So not bad, but yeah. So pretend this is a little mole. Comes in here. Oh, that's something I also do. I slightly nudge it. And then obviously nudge it in the direction where you think the animal's going to come from. And then it's really easy just to, and then you got a mole. And then flatten down the molehills, more grass will grow and problem averted. But yeah. Also I've got this. Don't worry guys, we will be getting into the actual mole trapping in a second. But yeah, we got this. So if we just do it into the ground normally, it's really tough and it takes a lot of pressure and force to get into the ground. If there's a molehill run, it should easily just go in and then you find your one. Now, what I've learned from mole trapping for a few years is the closer to, I don't know what it's called. Google will probably know, I don't know what it's called. But when the mole, goes out and actually makes the molehill, in that area, the run's normally deeper underground. But if they're just going between the two molehills, there's like a few centimeters. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys how you actually set a molehill. So I'm pretty sure we all know what a molehill looks like. Is there something above the ground? It shouldn't be there. We've got this. So, what we can do with this is, as I said earlier, we just push it into the ground and we see where the run is. Now that, as I said right here, is going to be a lot deeper. You don't want to actually set it in there, of course. You probably could, but you don't know where it's really going to come from, which isn't a good thing when you're trying to set them and you only have that way. Find where he is. Oh, there we go. that felt quite easy. Yeah, right there. That feels really easy. So then what you do is you get your trowel, obviously, and you... Okay, this actually works out quite well because there's 2 molehills right here. So we just go either side. Yeah, that felt very easy. Yeah, that's another way to determine. And then what you can do is you can put your hand in your little slit, and if you feel a little tunnel, then you've found the molehill most likely. And you just make a little box, cut out for our thing later. Now what you're gonna have to do for these traps is you're gonna have to do something else. So I'm gonna take the phone. So we've done this bit. Now what we need is, will the trap fit in there? The answer is yes, but it won't when it's like this and triggered. So yeah, as I said earlier, you wanna put that right there, and you wanna do that, and that right there is a good set trap. And then what I'm gonna do, because I think the mole's gonna come from this way, is I'm going to gently tap this. It's quite precision. I may mess up here. There we go. Look at that. That is like hair trigger. But it will not fit in the hole. So we got to do a bit of excavation. We got to get that out. Oh no, I just found another molehill. Oh no, it comes at an angle. Great. So there's not one there like I thought there was. There's one that comes, oh yes, I see the run now, it's right here. So that makes it difficult because I don't really know how to, maybe if I excavate here quite a bit. Now this stage, if you make a lot of a mess, it's fine, it don't really matter that much. And there are loads of annoying stones here which don't help anything. And this is why you wear gloves, you see? This is why you wear gloves, because look at my gloves, they're quite muddy now. That's what's gonna happen though. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna sell it. I wish I could give you my POV, but I can't do that. So we're just gonna... Alright, I'm pretty sure that's good. Ideally you want to find like a rock or something to put the ends of these on, so then there's like no friction. But that's quite hard to do, and the mole may be like 8, there wasn't stone there before, that's a bit sus, and he may not go here. I don't know how smart moles are. How smart are they? I don't know. Yeah, now we're gonna put it like that, but we're gonna put it at an angle, so if the mole does happen to come the other way, then he can. Oh, that looks good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the side of my trowel, and I'm going to make little incisions where the trap's going to be. So then hopefully, like I said, you don't really want friction. Oh yeah, that looks really good. My phone's about to get really muddy, but that's just what you do when you mole trap, I guess. Alright, so there's the trap in the ground. Look at that, looking all fancy and nice. So you can see the run goes that way. I put the trigger there, that is at that angle, so it's perfect. And the other run goes down that way. So if he comes, he's gonna have to, I'm gonna move this slightly that way. Let's see, yeah, I'm going sideways. Okay, that looks really good. Now we go into the easy part. We just get the mud that we got earlier. And what you want to do, if you've excavated the ground, you want to get the big clumps of grass that you got. You just want to, as I said, I'm not an expert, I'm not a professional, but I have done this for a bit of time. But if I make a mistake, that's just what's going to happen. We all make mistakes. This is another way. If you do that to the mud, it makes it firm, and then you can just lay it on there. If you put it on the trap, that's fine. Just don't put so much on the trap. Alright, there we go. And then what we do is do that. We get all of this, which is around the area, and we just dump it all over it. And now it should be, and we just can do that a bit. Be careful, it may serve the trap. And that is a set trap, all ready to go. That is a set mole trap. Now before we end it, I just want to check one thing real quick. I want to see if there's a place over here, because I thought I did see. There's one I flattened down. If the flattening down is alright, but then it makes it hard to trap. I did that quite a bit ago. I am feeling runs under my foot, but it doesn't feel that, you know, fresh anymore. Oh, there's a mole. I don't feel like it's that fresh though again. So yeah, I think I'm gonna set one more trap, but I'm gonna time lapse it. So yeah, let's time lapse doing the mole trap. And that, guys, is 1, 2, 3 mole traps set. Hello everyone, day 2 of checking the traps. You look. So that's a normal one. That's one that hasn't gone off. But look at this one. Alright, let's see, have we got a mole? Yes, we have. We got our mole. Day 2. Let's go. So now that we got them all, we're not gonna eat them or anything because that would be weird. Look at the devastation that they have. It's very devastating. So yeah, what we now got to do is trample down all the tunnels and everything, set all the traps off. There we go, it's off. And then we just fill in all the holes and that's it, job done. Maybe get some more grass seed and that's it. That's mission complete. Alright, so now that we've got a mole, yeah, as soon as you see a mole hill or mole runs, you've got to get the traps in as quick as possible. Because otherwise, like the first day, I didn't get anything. But day 2, we got a stinking mole. And then it's quite, oh no, I left my thingy here. Oh no. Oopsie daisy, oops. Freddie, you meant to educate these people, but instead you leave. Oh, I'm a smart one. Alright, so what we're gonna do, let's set that trap up real quick. Yeah, you see, I don't think our mole would have got this one anyway. Yeah, it's a bit delayed. But this one, perfect catch. Alright guys, I think that now we've finally got the mole. Mission complete. I think we're going to end the video here. So anyway, hope you guys have all enjoyed today's video. Hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful whatever it is. See you guys in the next video. I don't know what it'll be, but I'll see you then.